You really have to look into what is right, what is wrong, what is allowed, what is not allowed, and yet do what is best for the resident. So it does require a lot of common sense. My name is Nalayni. I have my own business of running group homes for the mentally disabled and the brain injured. I'm contracted with Alberta Health Services, and they pretty much assess the clients and send them to our homes, and we give them 24-hour care and give them a home. My business name is Hope Cottage Limited. This is the time I went beyond my call of duty in my job. The protocol says when a client goes missing, call the police. And the police would generally advise us wait for 24 hours. And if the client doesn't turn up within 24 hours, we will do what it takes. The client was severely brain injured. He wandered off later in the evening. I informed the police, but couldn't really live with waiting 24 hours to find him. So I did ask for a friend to come over, drove over to places where I thought he might be. After 2.5 hours, I did find him downtown, very close to the shelter where he used to live prior to hospitalization. And there he was digging a garbage bin. I was happy, I was glad, I felt blessed that I found him, brought him back home, and informed the police that I rescued him. In my line of work, I have come across a lot of behavioral situations, a lot of experience in that area because of the fact that I have dealt with unexpected behavioral situations all along. So when I'm interviewing staff, that is what I'm looking for when I ask them situational questions. I want to see whether they have dealt with situations, how they responded, how they could go beyond their call of duty. I'm looking for people to use their common sense. And in this situation, the staff described that there was a client suffering with wounds. She was severely diabetic, and her job was to observe and inform the nurse to come in and do wound care. However, she felt that this wound situation was getting worse. The nurse was not scheduled to come until 24 hours later. So at the end of her shift, she took this client herself to the Medi-Center, had a nurse look at it, dressed the wound up, took care of the situation, brought her back home, and everything was good to go. And that to me was well beyond her call of duty, and she did use of common sense.